Hello and welcome to the Division 4 Reserves Grand Final here, played between Croydon North MLOC and Scoresby here. We're down here at East Ringwood Reserve for the big game here as well between Croydon North, of course. It's a hell of a story, Chris, seeing Croydon North, where they've been, what they've had to do to come to get to this big grand final is just truly remarkable, isn't it?
No, it's definitely right, and like you said, our first grand final of the senior men's side for Croydon North. So, terrific achievement, and they're coming from fourth. You know, I really doubt a lot of people would have backed them to make it here, but semi-final one, 63-point win over Chirnside Park, and then a 12-point win over Whitehorse in the preliminary. So they've more than earned their keep and more than deserved to be here today, which is a stunning achievement for the club.
Oh, it is. It's big time. You know, it's what you play for, and the story's just there for the making. You know, just seeing how the rise of Chirnside is going, and it's truly remarkable as well. But another team who got there first, of course, is Scoresby, undefeated all year, I believe. So they're coming in as the red hot favourites to win this grand final, and they're hoping as well for their seniors' sake they can do the exact same thing as well. It should be a really exciting battle between these two sides. Obviously, Scoresby booked the first ticket into today's decider over a win as well. It should be really good.
That's exactly right. And you know, you mentioned Scoresby 16-0 on the regular season, first-ranked offense and defense in the league, contributing to a 409.47 percentage. So, road to the finals. Obviously, didn't lose a game in the regular season, and then in semi-final 2 knocked off Whitehorse by 52 points. So, strong lineup they've put out today. I believe, however, they will be without leading goal kicker Sam Humphries, who had 29 for the out at East Ringwood Reserve. Of course, it's a lovely day for footy today. Winds picked up just a slight amount, but nothing to discourage anyone from getting down. So if you've got some spare time and you're in the area, by all means, please join us. Again, that's Scoresby Reserves against Croydon North MLOC. Croydon North MLOC, by the way, you had a bye in round 1, and they picked up an 143-point win to start their season off at home against Nunawanning. And they strung wins together along the season, picked up another 98-point win against Nunawanning. But you look at the last times out between these two sides, and of course with the undefeated record, it is Scoresby who's on the better side of them. In round 9, Croydon North 5-6-36 lost to Scoresby, kicking 17-4-106 in a game that saw Scoresby outscore MLOC 67-1 throughout the second and third quarters, and had 11 different goal kickers on that day. And then 6 weeks later in round 15, Scoresby 10-18-78 defeated Croydon North MLOC 4-26. So 52 points on that day, and over the two meetings, 122 points in the favour of Scoresby. Of course, is just starting to get our teams lined up where we'd like them for our pre-game proceedings. Of course, Croydon North MLOC and Scoresby both receiving their final photos, courtesy of Davis Harrigan Photos and Field of View Photography, who've been with us at the Eastern Football Netball League throughout the season and have done quite a terrific job of capturing the game's best moments as they've unfolded. Of course, it'll be myself, Christopher Cordes, joined by Blake Tennant on the commentary team, and we've got this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final. We just capped off the under 19.5 Grand Final, which saw Kilsyth pick up a 65-point victory, which was called alongside me, Josh Ward.
League, welcome to East Ringwood Reserve for today's
as we go into our pre-game proceedings now.
Grand Final between Scoresby and Croydon North MLOC. We begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather and pay our respects to their elders, past and present. We extend that and respect all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Congratulations and best of luck to both teams competing in today's decider. Officiating umpires for today's match are in the field Stephen Doherty, Brian Rafton and Bradley Pooley. In the boundary we have Jack Brash and Amy Pooley. And in the goal, we have David Latchfield and John Adams. I'll now like to be asked for upstanding with the players and umpires for the Australian National Anthem. Make the best team win.
And there you heard it. Both teams more than rolled up for the biggest game of the season. It is, of course, the Division 4 Reserves Grand Final here at East Ringwood. Reserve Scoresby finishing first on the ladder, undefeated season, 16-0. Looking to complete the final piece of their puzzle and finish with an invincible season. On the other hand, Croydon North MLOC, the underdog story, finishing fourth throughout the season and going the long way, climbing the ladder to this grand final today. Their first senior representation in a grand final for the Kangaroos.
Yes.
Blake, who can you see winning this game and who do you think is going to have the most impact?
I would love to say Croydon North MLOC, but they've got a mountain to climb today, unfortunately. And I think you're going to go Scoresby. You never know. If they do a fast start here, it could get ugly sort of thing. But, I want to go to Kangaroos, but I've got a soft spot for him, don't get me wrong, but I think Scoresby have been the benchmark team. So players are getting around into this. I do have a few nicknames as well. The Croydon North boys did want to say. So Brian Griffiths, nicknamed Bam Bam. So
Bam Bam, okay.
There you go. And Jack Stringer is nicknamed The Package. So there you go, because of the great SNN. So here we go. To bring it in is Chris Curtis.
And the ball is up, and we are underway in this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final. The Scoresby will look to win the first clearance. Don't get a lot of distance with the kick, though. But bursting away with it and throwing it on the left boot was Walker. Ball's bounced out, a bit of an awkward one. Croydon North bursting out of defence. Great play there. And the kick is unfortunately going to be intercepted by number 28, Trent Atkinson. So a frantic start to this grand final, as it's going to be Cooper Denny who looks to his right, far side wing, finds a teammate in Hastings. He's going to wheel and deal, throw it onto the right boot, look inside the forward 40. It was off the hands of Croydon North. He got to it first. It's going to be wrapped up in that forward 40, some 30 metres out from Scoresby's uprights as the ball is thrown up and the rucks are going out. I believe the tip was won by Lachlan Volk. And the ball has made its way out of bounds early on. So we're still in Scoresby's forward half. Just about 50 metres out as a boundary throw-in makes its way to the ruckman as it's won this time by Bronzegeese. And there's a holding the ball free kick. I believe going the way of the Kangaroos. Yes, it is. So it'll be Becco who finds a teammate out on that far wing, the scoreboard wing, as we heard before. We're just going to take time to assess his options and now look to take territory with the kick. Overcooked it though, missed his target, and the intercept mark's taken by Scoresby, who will look to switch play. It's out to Trent Atkinson again. We'll go one further over to this broadcast side and they find his teammate in Lee Skeet, who moves it down the wing again. A bit of kick mark from Scoresby. Great possession here. Sent inside from Lacriard, but the intercept mark is taken well by Taylor Holly. He will now take his time to assess his options and finally look for a teammate. He got hands to the ball. It was Starling. Couldn't quite bring it down cleanly though. And he's finally wrapped up.
Yes, it is. They're nearly at the where we are. Perfect spot it is. Great facilities down here at East Ringwood Reserve. Let us know, of course, where you are watching around the globe, of course, and we'll give you a shout out. Scoresby look to get on the attack here. There was Bessel. Croydon North trying to get back on the attack. Great start early, but the captain there and Mitchell Anderson gets things going forward. Where will this go?
Ooh.
And it's a holding free kick. And it's going to go to Croydon North, I believe. It is. So it's going to go to Croydon North for a hold there. And it's going to go to number 15, Jackson College. He lines up for a big kick there. They get a kick going forward, do the Kangaroos and Lockley Vault. They try to get a nice hand pass there. Hand pass again. This is well done here by the Kangaroos. They burst it in forward. Try, look to their key, and that is just going to be tough. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. So they've started off okay at the moment, the Kangaroos at this stage, and they look to get things going.
Gee, the Kangaroos faithful behind that goal here in full force. There's a nice crowd starting to develop in this Reserves Grand Final, and of course for the Senior Men's Grand Final. After this one, as the boundary throwing falls slightly short, Eddie and Villagers around the ball can't quite get there, as the ball's going to squib and squirm out to the forward 40 arc, and bodies dropping around the footy. Umpire's going to call for a ball up. There's one to look out for today, Eddie and Villager, with that burst of speed and athleticism through the middle of the ground. As the ball goes up on the forward 40 mark, it's tapped by Volk, didn't really get any distance on it though, and he'll lay the tackle on Hugh Alabaster. So another ball up. No distance gain just yet. Still about 40 metres out from the Kangaroos goal. The first major of the day would be massive for Croydon North here as Villagers wrapped up in a tackle. So good pressure brought so far from both sides. Volk not going to be in this right contest as he sets up as a spare behind the ball. As again, footy's on the ground. We could find his way out. And not quite yet. It's about the fourth stoppage we've had in a row here. Both teams not willing to give up any distance. Not looking to move an inch just yet. As the rucks will go out, it was punch forward for the Kangaroos. There's Eddie and Villager. Really onto the right boot. He's kicked the opener. Etienne Villager gets the Kangaroos on the board. And you might be wondering why I sound so excited. I played soccer with Etienne Villager last season down at Croydon, and I can tell you this guy is the peak of athleticism when he wants to be. So wheeling around on the right boot, use that speed that we talked about, and the kick was true. So Etienne Villager gets the Kangaroos on the board early. We get the score, Croydon North 1-6.
Yes, it is. Exciting times at the moment for the Kangaroos. They kick the first. The grand final nerds will be through the roof. Not now, though, because they just kicked the first goal there. And Scoresby trying to get things going with Mitchell Walker here. Slow things down. Try to get Scoresby's first goal of the Division 4 Reserves grand final here. Back-to-back Reserves premierships, if you don't mind, if they win today. Getting there was Skeet, that's Lee. He bombs it in forward. And an intercept mark taken, well done there. That was by Van der Westerhuizen. Sure I get that one out early there, Chris. We got there. So Van der Westerhuizen gets a kick. And a mark taken again by Lee Skeet. So he started off well here, Lee Skeet. 2 intercept marks to start his afternoon here. windy sort of conditions down here at East Ringwood Reserve, and that is not a good kick, and that's going out on the full. So the Kangaroos looking again. They started well here. Started really well here. They've pressed out the way, and that was a kick there by the player there in Michael Pert. And mark taken here. So they look slowly going out. He's Cody Norman. He does a short kick. On the pocket outside of Scoresby's attacking forward 50. Big crowd down here at East Ringwood Reserve. We expect to see that all day today. And a mark taken here, going the way of Croydon North. And a hand pass there. They're well and truly out at the moment. They can bomb it inside the full 50 here. Almost mark taken, and that's going to go out of bounds for a boundary throw in, of course. And should be an exciting day here, Chris, and really looking forward to what's yet still to come in this game.
That's exactly right. As a boundary throw-in, true centre wings, comes off the hands of the ruck. Scoresby first to it. Going to be wrapped up straight away, though. So we're some 50 metres out from the Kangaroos' goal. They've got the first. The second will go a long way in boosting their confidence as the rucks go at it again. But he's tapped out. Scoresby will look to rebound. Kick's going to hit the turf in the centre square. 2v2 in there. Who's going to win out? It's kicked off the ground socket, if you'd like, by Guarnaccio, who's going to look to go forward. Just worked off the ball. There's great smother there. As the footies hit the deck, bodies dropping around, a great pressure from both sides so far as it's popped out. Handball's going to find its way to Mitch Anderson, who goes wide now to Mitch Walker. Kick smothered again. That's a second one in quick succession from Simon van der Westhuizen. Terrific pressure from the man that's put together 5 times in best, but it's a high tackle free kick. It's going to drop short, and it's now just going to be cleared. A lovely torp. Check out the barrel on that one, but only as far as Chris Berthistle. So terrific intensity so far in this grand final as the kick from Alabaster just dropped short. It's worked its way in a forward 50 now. Around it is van der Westhuizen again. And he's had a good start to this game so far, Simon van der Westhuizen. Looking to bring the pressure early in that back line for the Kangaroos. Stand tall. As the umpire just getting the play set up in the right position. Terrific throw, hung in the air for a long time. Balls hit the deck. Walker thinks he was held. Umpire says nothing doing. Play on. Dropping around the footy. Taylor Holly got hands to it. Umpire will call for it again. So somewhat of a cagey affair early on in this first term at East Ringwood Reserve as the ball's gone up. Tap down. It's going to be the Kangaroos who get it out of their defensive 40. And it's dropped out the back broadcast side wing. It's within the hands of Berthasell. It's going to squib out the back to Lacriard, who's tackled but stays tall. Gets a handball off. It's gone through the legs of his teammate in Hastings. Ball is a call for a tackle. 27 elected to bump. It's still going here. And the umpire's going to call for the ball. So it's Campbell Hastings who elected to bump instead of laying the tackle. But it was still within the confines of the rules and regulations of the code, says the umpire. So we're up again in the centre square. Volt can't quite get to the right contest enough. He lost out to Bronskis. And it is sent forward now. Long clearing kick into Croydon's forward 40. Not quite. It's bounced at right angles and it's seen over the boundary line. So it was shepherded over by Lachlan Iden. And they'll have a boundary throw-in just over 40 metres out from the Kangaroos. Uprights. So the wind's picking up here a bit at East Ringwood Reserve. So the throw will fall short. It's tapped out. Around the footy was Lacey, but couldn't quite get there. Good speed shown from him, however. As the Kangaroos have set up a couple spare behind the ball here, and they're looking to throw too many numbers into the stoppage. Which means, of course, Scoresby will have 1 or 2 spare around this throw-in if they can use them well. So throw-in drops short again, quite flat because of that wind pushing towards the broadcast side of the field. It's going to pop out. Hands on the footy with Skeet. It's wrapped up in a tackle, and now the umpire's going to call for it again. So a succession of stoppages here. It's going to go once again with the ball up. It's offhand, snap on goal. Was a mark just before the goal line by number 28, Trent Atkinson.
So Atkinson plays on here. Bit of support going on behind the goals of Croydon North here. Now Mark taken here, and here he is again. Van der Westenhuizen gets a free kick and a card going here as well. There's a yellow card, I believe. Yes, it is. And it's going to Scoresby.
Can't quite see who it is yet, Blake.
Yeah, we've seen him as play. I don't know if it was at Croydon North or Scoresby, but I believe it's this.
I believe it was Scoresby from the way he reacted. So it's number 50 is Mason Bond.
Mason Bond. So he gets the sin bin rule, 15 minutes on the bench. Early stages, but Van der Westenhuizen, that's Simon, can line up. Kick gets on its way, and it's going to the left, so it's through for a behind. He started off the game pretty well, Simon Van der Westenhuizen. He started pretty well. This play now restarts. Scoresby got the numbers. They get a kick going forward. Numbers to the ball, and a great mark taken there. That was by Brongeese. That's Ben. So Ben Brongeese has a short kick. Mark taken there. That's going to go to Scoresby of Lanimu. Vincent. So he can slow things down for the Magpies here. He does a short chipping kick there. And great target almost taken there. Couldn't get there. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a boundary throw in, of course. Let us know, of course, where you're watching from. It's a great day. Very windy conditions, though, but still, it's a good day. Get out there, down here at East Ringwood Reserve for a terrific game of football. We've got a big one straight after this, of course, and 19's just got played, so good conditions all round here. So, and a free kick going away to Scoresby. Yep, it's going to Scoresby. Bit of a hold going on there, so they'll be getting a free kick, the Magpies, in Jake Raymakers. So can he kick Scoresby's first of the day here? So Raymakers can line up here. Try kick Scoresby's first of the day. It's pushing to the left, and that's where it's going to stay. It's going to go through for a minor score. So that's Scoresby's first point of the day, and that moves them to one behind. It's Croydon North MLOC 117.
So they bring the ball back into play and look just in front of that scoreboard. Far side wing taking the mark. Kangaroos assessing their options now, not rushing into anything. They've opened up a 6-point lead. As the kick is again down the line. It was a great kick by number 37. Luke Hayes finds a teammate. He's just been told to bring it up a bit by the umpire, and now we'll look to resume play. So he looks for distance with a kick. Pack forming underneath it. 2 hands to the footy was Croydon North, but couldn't quite take it. That tackle looked high. Umpire agrees. So a few afters after some tackles here. Adding a bit of intensity to this grand final, which I don't mind from my perspective, as the kick's marked by Guaymachia, who's got some options out left, and will do just that, continue to switch the play. Finds Mitchell Anderson, who's got another lead up down the broadcast side wing, and he'll find him with a calm kick. It's going to be 29 Luke Skeet, who's had a fair bit of the footy early, sends it inside, and I think that's marked by Bronskiest, who stood tall so far. Ben Bronskiest, who's got 20 on the season. And he'll line up, man on the mark's about 30 metres out from the goal, so only a 45-degree angle. And it's not Bronskiest, my apologies, it's Lachlan Anderson. He stood tall in that pack and took the mark. So Anderson, a major level up scores here. So he strolls in the long sleeves, kicks on its way, looks good. Just didn't come back enough. So wind didn't favour in there, didn't push it back quite enough. Scoreboard reads Scoresby 0-2-2. Croydon North MLOC 1-1-7. So just over 16 played in this fourth term. Oh, and sold a bit of candy out of the kick in and then butchered the kick. Went straight to a Scoresby player. The duality of sports we see there. But luckily the intercept markers are taken. I don't mind that, Blake. Really creativity on the biggest stage.
It's great, isn't it? Great to see. Good to see him taking the game on, which is Croydon North. They have been doing lately, Chris, so it's good to see.
Oh, just pressure there affected the kick. It's just going to go out of bounds. So Guanacha not quite able to keep it in. He's been good on the switch so far, Guanacha. They've looked at him as an outlet. And when Scoresby have switched the football, they've looked at their most dangerous. So the boundary throw will come in. Still dropping short due to that wind, which is even flicking our papers about here in the commentary box.
Oh, Chris, I'll remind you of a story last year. My paper was on the ground at East Ringwood last year because it flinged off the balcony. This is a true story. My paper actually went on the ground of East Ringwood Reserve last year.
So look out below if you're below the commentary box as the balls hit the deck. And we'll have another ball up.
So that's why I've actually got a clipboard.
Got the
here
clipboard
today,
all sorted today.
That's going to save me today.
As the Rucks go at it. Tap was won by Lenahan Mustafa. So holding on to the team sheets for dear life here in the commentary box as the kick goes forward. Great pressure from the Kangaroos. Holding free kick, going to go the way of Scores with Owen. Again, some afters here. No love lost between these two sides. It adds another element to this grand final. Kick in the middle, just over-kicked, off hands. No one quite able to take possession of it. In there was 52, Michael Pert. He's had a good game so far, and the referee, or the umpire, I should say, will call for the ball up. So true centre wing just in front of us.
So far here, Chris.
Definitely is as the ball goes up and bursting away, looking down the wing of the Kangaroos. There's a bit of a nudge in the back, but it was still legal. It's Josh Bromley who's bringing the intensity down there for the Kangaroos. He's got the long sleeves on as well.
I think everyone should be wearing the long sleeves today. It's a bit cloudy today down here in East Ringwood. Very windy conditions to start. Our papers are about to fly off, so we actually are holding our sheets for dear life here as play continues on here. And it's a good start to the game. Croydon North taking risk, which is what you want to see against, a Scoresby that's had a terrific season and a holding free going against Croydon North here. So Scoresby will take a free kick here. And it's Lenaho. Try and slow things down, do they? The mark taken there by Ashton running. So just trying to kill the time here. Got 30 seconds to go. They've got 30 seconds here and they can just slow things down. But here come the Rams. They do that here. Well done there. That was by Zachary Lacey who finds the target that she tries. Monterham involved there. Couldn't get there, but Scoresby do have the numbers and they rebounded really well there. Well done there by the Magpies. And 1-on-1 there. And I want to try to slow things down to the Magpies here. And they try to get a bumming kick, but that is it. That's quarter time down here at East Ringwood Reserve. It's Scoresby 2 behinds to Croydon North 1-1-7. So there you have it. Goal kickers for the quarter was Ethan Villager with just the 1 goal there. Stay tuned. We got the second quarter straight after this.
AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
So we're back with you in this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final. Scoresby 0-2-2. Currently training Croydon North MLOC 1-1-7 as the Kangarams kick with the breeze in that first term. So naturally it will be Scoresby that have that wind in their favour in this second quarter. So a 5-point lead to the Kangarams. Blake, what are you looking for in this quarter?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a little bit of a response here from Scoresby here. They had 2 opportunities and did take the most of their opportunities, did the Magpies, but it was all Kangarams early stages. Really good. They took risks before. You know, that run and carry, that little bit of a sell the candy, really enjoyed that one as well. So great start. That's advantage Croydon North at this stage, but it's going to be still a mountain to climb if they want to be lifting up the cup in about an hour and a half's time, because they've got the work cut out here. Scoresby, I feel like they're just hanging in there, waiting to do their first pound. So here we go, and bringing in the action is Chris Curtis for the second quarter.
As the Rucks cancel each other out to open this second term. Great tackle there from Scoresby. Like I said before, it's the 5-point lead for the Kangarams, opened up by Etienne Villiger. First goal in a senior men's grand final for the Kangarams, as the kick from Guarnaccio was smothered. It spilled out to the ground. Now tons of bodies around the footy, and the umpire will call for a ball up. So no clear winner of the clearance just yet, as the umpire will move play over to the other side of the cricket pitch, and the ball will go up again. So it's Volk winning the tap down to Griffiths. He got wrapped up straight up. I believe that's Brighton Bam Bam Griffiths.
There he is.
Blake, is that right? Bam Bam Griffiths. Right, as he sends it forward into forward 40. There's a lead-up target. Great spoil by the defender. Maybe held without it. Was Moderum. Umpire says nothing doing as a ball spilled out. Bodies dropping around the footy. Looks like we'll have another stoppage. And we will. 30 metres out from the Kangarams goal, dead ahead. They've looked good so far, Croydon North, but that's only one quarter and a bit of footy. It's tap from Villiger, and it kicks on its way, and it's bounced through. Etienne Villiger, goal kicker of the first, creator of the second. Do we know who that was, Blake?
Yeah, it's your mate there, Villager.
I don't think it was him that kicked it, was it?
I reckon it was. Number 22, Villager.
We might have a look back, because it looked like 50. It was a 58 that kicked it, we've been told. 58.
It's not on the team sheet.
Yeah, we don't have a 58.
We
Boys, do we have a 58?
We don't have a 58.
Mystery Man 58 has a goal.
No, I reckon it was 22.
We'll put it down for now. We'll confirm later anyway. As play resumes, Kangarams open up an 11-point lead. We've got mystery numbers. Last year we had floating team sheets. It's all going on here at East Ringwood Reserve. As Van der Westhuizen will send the ball forward. And it's a good lead up. At 59, I think that might have been the goal kicker. So it's Mitch Starling. Kick the goal and now sends it forward. And there's a pack under it. 2 hands to the footy. Couldn't quite take it. Lots of pressure around the footy. Got boot to ball. Here's a Moderum. Looked to spin out of 2. Got the handball off. Left-footed snaps on its away. It's just going to drop short.
Jeez, and we found that it was Starling.
So Mitch Starling that kicked that last one.
One on there to our camera operator, Lee Green. He can do it. He's like a bit of an all-rounder, Lee Green. He can do behind-the-scenes stuff as well. He does a terrific job and knows who the goal kickers are when there's a mystery number. So it's great to see there. So we're deep inside Croydon North, inside 50 here, where the ball has been pretty much every bit of this quarter so far. And a fist there by Croydon North. They get a kick here. Bounces, the ball is just rolling through. Scoresby got the numbers. This is probably the best ball moment we've seen from Scoresby so far, but it's intercepted. So Croydon North, they've got Bam Bam Griffiths on the other side here if they want him. They won't kick to him though. And they find Bromley. Croydon North get another kick here. They've got a mark here if they want it. And they do get it. So I slow things down to Croydon North. They bomb it inside their forward 50 here. Who's going to fly? Couldn't get there. Croydon North get a strong tackle there, but then they got the boot to the ball. A lot of black and white jumpers around this one here. Griffiths again does a short kick there. Where would this sit? And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, jeez, look at the crowd. Mate, these guys are going to explode if they can get the job done. Next goal is going to pop off here, Chris.
As the boundary throw-in, it's going to land about 20 metres out from the Kangaroos' goal. It was smothered off the boot. Scores are still looking to bring it out, and they'll do just that through Alabaster. Now looking to this broadcast wing, and they'll find a target in number 28, Trent Atkinson. He's had a good start to this game so far, and he'll look further up the wing. He's got a man down there, 1v1 contest. Great body work from Bronzegeese, but it was maybe nudged out the footy. Bam Bam Griffiths around there. Won't be able to get to it, and now Croydon have it. Bit of a sidestep, look forward and have a free man, and they've got 3v2 in the forward 40 if they can get it there. It might be an ask for distance.
Kicked 10 goals this year,
Jackson
Chris.
Holly is going to send it forward. Now there's a 4v1 in Scoresby's favour. Big fist gets the ball outside of defensive 40. As Motterham's around it, soccers it off the ground. Villiger around the footy now, wrapped up. And an exciting second term.
This is a true story too, as well, Chris. So Jackson Holly, in his, I think it was his second senior game, kicked 10 goals. So there you go.
Definitely one to look out for, as you just heard there from Blake Tennant. As the ball's going to make its way to this broadcast side. It's just a bit of a tussle off the ball. And that's the free kick that's going to be awarded against Guarnacho. He's been around the footy a decent amount so far today. As a free kick's going to go the way of Ben Panetta, who's just going to look to take distance with the kick. Gets it to a pack. Great intercept mark by the Scoresby defender there. Couldn't quite see who it was. Stood tall and got a clean run and jump at it. So with the voices of the Kangaroos faithful behind him, he finds a target in Guarnacho, who's going to look to switch play. Gee, Wynn might hold the kick up a bit. It's bounced. It's a bit of an awkward one. Getting the tap was Taylor Holly. Now it's dropped in the middle. Hold. It's a high tackle. Free kick going the way of 44, Cody Norman. So the Kangaroos have been up to it. Norman's got a man to his left but refuses to use him. And he's run right into the man on the mark. It was spoiled from the right, I should say, as it's now punched forward. Looking to clean it up with the Kangaroos, and they've done just that. They've found the target in Volk, but he's got to handball it off the ground. Norman's around the footy again. It's been squeezed forward, might get a handball over the top, but there's great pressure from Scoresby as they bring it out through Lacriard, one of their standouts so far this season, and will now find the target in Josh King, who's got 23 goals for the season. Looks to turn creative here for Bronzegeese. Terrifically defended, but Bronzegeese will read the footy better off the ground. Did he get a handball off? Umpire says yes. Kick on goal is long. It's got the distance. It's a 2v1. It's gone out from behind. So Croydon North won't mind that, considering they were outnumbered on the goal line there, Blake.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. They're just pressing at the moment, Croydon North. And Scoresby, they're taking a little bit more risk at the moment in this second quarter. It's a brilliant game of football as well. What a story it is from Croydon North, and what they've had to do to get here is truly remarkable. And they're starting well with a good chain of hand passes here. And that kick isn't great. And it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Just where all the signage is. Terrific job there. Final series across down here. If you want to recap as well, Kilsyth won the under-19s Division 4 Grand Final just before. Of course, this game has been played as well. And next up, coming up, of course, will be on 98.1 Radio Eastern, Facebook and YouTube. Division 4 seniors between Whitehorse and, of course, Scoresby. So it's a big afternoon. Don't leave the couch. Get on your phone and have a look, I suppose. So his play continues. And a strong tackle there on the outer side wing here. Currently, as it stands, it's Croydon North MLOC 2-1-13 to Scoresby 3 behinds. We're about 9 and a bit minutes into this second quarter. Play resumes. And a mark almost taken. And we got the... Yeah, he's about to come on as well, the yellow card man, Mason Bond. He's about to come on. He got yellow carded, of course, in the first quarter. So he's about to come on now. So off the sin bin. This play continues. Scoresby got the numbers here. They do good here. Doing a little bit of a run, bit of a dash going forward here. Take another one if you want, mate. He takes a short kick. And a snap around the corner for Scoresby. And it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Now kick there. That was by Brongeese there. So Ben Brongeese stuffed it around the corner. Out of bounds on the full. And the umpire's going to check here. We don't have the arc or the score review available today, but sure that's out of bounds on the full. So then they look around and they find a teammate in Simon Vender Westhuizen. Plays on. Great kick there, looking for Monterham.
As the ball is up on the far side centre wing. I've lost my pen. I'm absolutely distraught at the moment. The play will continue.
Right,
as there's a big tackle wrapped up with Chris Berthasell. Look like an absolute mug now after taking the Mickey out of Blake for last season, but that's all right.
I've got a pen. Hey, it's all good. You can bear in mind. Just don't lose that one off.
The ball's gone up. Villiger wrapped up without the footy, and he's going to get the free kick going his way. So Etienne Villiger had a part to play in both goals so far for the Kangaroos. Scoreboard reads Scoresby Kangaroos. Scoreboard reads Scoresby goalless, 3 behind 3. It's Croydon North 2-1-13 as the kick's gone up. It's come out the back of the pack. Scoresby go backwards to go forward and would do just that. Good pressure on the kick though. It was off the hands of Luke Hayes, but he couldn't take the intercept mark. Scoresby get it forward. Spare man around the footies, Mitch Starling. Kicked that major just before. As Starling looks into Cody Norman and he gets it there. Norman's kick is smothered. Great pressure. Villiger can't quite stick the tackle. Scoresby chaining together some handballs now. And we've got it to the far side wing. Going to pass this over to Blake Tennant so I can reach in my bag and get the pen I have in there. Blake, take us away.
No worries, Chris. He's a man of many trades. He's brought his own pen here. So, as play resumes, Chris takes the rest here. There's Lacrady. This is good by Scoresby. Try to look for a teammate. Bit of a push there. And they do get that. And it's going to go to Scoresby and Andrew Beer. Tries to look for this. And a great mark taken there. Well done. That was by Brongeest. So Brongeest here can try kick Scoresby's first of the day here and set him off strong for the day. So Brongeest, that's Ben. Lines up. Needs this more than ever at this stage. Kick gets on its way. It's there and he just goes up and says, come on, get around me, boys. Very good celebration. And he loves the celebration too, does Ben Brongeest. A little bit of, let's go, boys, come on. And he started off pretty well, Chris, as well. Ben Brongeest made a meal of it before with a snap around the corner that didn't even make the distance. It, quite frankly, went out of bounds on the full, if you don't mind. And he kicks that goal. So that's a big goal for Scoresby. That's their first of the day. 139 to Croydon North MLOC 2-1-13. We're about 13 minutes into this second quarter.
Exactly right, and that's Ben
He's back too, by the way, guys.
Yeah, it's Ben Brongeest's first goal for the day, 21st for the season as the ball goes up. Tap will be won by Lenahan Mustafa. And now the ball's hit the deck. Appeals for holding the ball. Umpire says nothing doing. We'll call for a ball up. Soon. Centre square here. Almost exactly where we started not too long ago. This ball goes up again. Lenahan Mustafa wins out again. It was off hands from Scoresby looking to go forward. There's Guarnacho who just sends it with distance. And there's Brongeest. Got the better as direct opponent in Jackson College. Right next to me, Blake Tennant's replicating his celebration. So we can kick this one. We might see it again.
Well,
so
yeah.
from being majorless and just having 3 behinds, not even a minute ago, Brongeest could now put Scoresby in the league if this one goes through the big sticks. And he's directly in front and makes no mistake. So there's Brongeest's second. Moves the score to Scoresby, 2-3-15. Now, for the first time, leading Croydon North MLOC, who have a score themselves of 2-1-13. 2-point margin in the Division 4 Reserves Grand Final so far, as we've just recently seen Scoresby start to get the game on their terms a bit more, and it's come off the back of the ruck work of Vincent, Lenahan, Mustafa in the middle of the field there.
Yes, indeed. Great start by Scoresby here. 2-goal quarter so far. Croydon North MLOC just with the one major so far. But it's a tight grand final as we speak. Does a bomb kick. Where will this one go? Getting in one skit there is Beer. And a strong tackle there. That's going to be a ball up. Great day of footy down here at East Ringwood Reserve. If you're around the area, please come down. Of course, with parking restrictions today, so it'll be very hard to find a park, but still come down and have a look. Division 4 Grand Final Day, Eastland Football Netball League, of course. Strong tackle. Again, another little stoppage play here. So a few stoppages hanging around at this game so far. There'll be another one after this. Oh no, it's going to be a high tackle going to Croydon North here. And amongst it there is Panetta. He plays on here. And a spoil there by Scoresby player there. Well done there. That was by Dylan Lowe. As the umpire man gets the fall there. And here we go. Two rucks colliding at it. Volk got the hit out there. Got the kick there. That was by number 10 in Taylor Holly. Of course, kicked 10 goals in his second or first senior game. So the umpire will throw this up. Big hit out. Play resumes. Strong tackle. Gets the kick. Play resumes. And getting the ball here, of course. Another jumper that's a mistaken identity as well. Number 21, we actually don't have his name on our team sheet. Strong tackle there. That's going to be holding the ball.
It's Etienne Villiger, Blake. I believe he was down as 22 originally.
Okay, so he's wearing the number 21. So getting the ball here is Ashton Brunning. He takes it on and he kicks it to Brongeese. Yes!
Free kick against him.
Free kick against him.
I didn't quite see what it was for, but I imagine some illegal body work, and he can't quite believe it himself. But Ben Brongeese is clearly the option, the target up there forward. Jeez, Blake's team sheet has nearly made it over the edge. We're still here as the ball makes its way towards the Kangaroos forward 40, but Scoresby have the spares, and one of them is Brunning. Now the ball works itself forward, just dribbling off the ground, bodies dropping around it. No clean possession just yet. Volks around the footy, big ruckman picking it up below his knees. And then just getting it forward by any means necessary is Scoresby at the moment. They still have that 2-point lead as we tick over the 18-minute mark in his second term. There's high contact, free kick going to go the way of the Scoresby ruckman in Lenahan Mustafa, who's just going to chip it in forward. Croydon North defenders had a good run at it. There was Hurst, who got hands to the footy, or Pert I should say, as the kick's gone straight up. And it was marked on the goal line, but goal umpire said it had already gone over. So that'll go down as a behind. Scoreboard now reads Scoresby 2-4-16, plays Croydon North MLOC 2-1-13 as Vander Westerhuizen brings it back in, finds Pert. Simon Vander Westhuizen so far had a great game. As Pert would just look to take distance, but the wind might push that out of bounds on the full. So number 46, Andrew Beer, maybe didn't realise how much time he had there. Because it was in a pocket of space, but just elected to punch it over the boundary line. So with that wind creating a bit of confusion, possibly a bit of uncertainty, would better be a better use of the phrase. It's Croydon North MLOC just looking to get a forward here. Scoresby have got the game on their turns recently, and it looks like it'll stay that way as Scoresby get a free kick going the way of 25, Lachlan Anderson. He sends it forward, and he's found a target inside the forward 40. 30 metres out on a very slight angle. So the Magpies will look to extend their lead here. We've got the game on their turns recently, like we just said. This would be Mitch Gunton, 20 goals on the season. As there goes a siren. So the kick will still count if it sails through. Mitch Gunton, like we said, 30 out. Slight angle. Walks in on the left foot. It's come off the outside of the foot and it won't make the distance. So scoreboard at halftime reads Scoresby 2-4-16. Plays Croydon North MLOC 2-1-13. Goal kickers for the day. Scoresby 2-4 Ben Bronsgeest in that term. And for Croydon North MLOC 2 in the first term. 1 each to Etienne Villiger and Mitch Starling. As we go to a halftime break, we'll be back shortly.
AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
And we are back, and we'll be back underway shortly in this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final, as we're just waiting for the patrons to clear the playing area and for our teams to take the field. Scoreboard reads Scoresby 2-4-16. Just managed to open up a slight lead over Croydon North MLOC 2-1-13. Just 3 points the difference here. Out of East Ringwood Reserve, we got the wind ripping around a bit. Sun's gone to hide behind the clouds just a touch, but still a very good day for footy. So if you're in the area and you've got some spare time, why don't you pop in, because we've got the second half of this Reserves Grand Final and then the Men's Senior Division 4 Grand Final between Scoresby and the Whitehorse Pioneers following the conclusion of this Reserves game. We had the other 19.5 Grand Final just beforehand. That was Kilsyth 65-point victors over Blackburn, as we are just about to get ready to start this second quarter. Goal kickers for Scoresby, Ben Bronskis has 2. Croydon North MLOC, 1 from Etienne Villagar in the first term and 1 in the second term from Mitch Starling. A few big performances so far has been Ben Bronskis, of course, with the 2, Giuseppe Guarnaccia, and then for Croydon North MLOC, Vander Westhuizen and Etienne Villagar. And then, of course, Mason Bond with a yellow card in this contest as well. But he's back out there now as we are underway in the second half, the third term of this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final. Volk tries to kick it. Ball ends up back in his hands, and he's wrapped up for a ball up just in the centre square again, as the Rucks will go to work. The contest is won by Lenahan Mustafa, as he's wrapped up again. So no team really gaining any territory early on in this term. This ball goes up again, hits the deck in the hands of Lenahan Mustafa again, and once more it's going to be wrapped up. So a cagey affair to start off this third term. Feel like a goal for the Kangaroos, or a goal for really either side, would do the confidence a world of good. As the kick's just going to go high in the air and get held up by the wing. It's going to nearly hit the deck, but it was well worked by number 35. It was Cooper Denny to take the mark, and now sends it very high, so that ball is holding up a lot now in this wind. As it's out to Guarnaccia, his kick is smothered. Now putting in the pressure, held Vander Westhuizen without it. There's Bam Griffiths. Brian Griffiths, that is. His kick hits the deck. Around it is Zachary Lisi, who the ball's gone forward now. A 2v2 in the forward 40. It's now a 3v3. Croydon, they're bringing the pressure. One in this Charlie Young. And the ball's been professionally corralled over the boundary line. So we saw the wind really starting to play a factor now the higher that ball gets. As you're going to have a boundary throwing just on the arc. Forward 40 arc here. In Croydon North's forward half, which they've got their following behind the goals now. It's great to see a good crowd forming here at East Ringwood Reserve. In for the 19.5 grand final before us. As the ball's going to hit the deck. Looking to pick it up and get a shot off was Jackson Holly, but the wind's taking that well right. So the wind here at East Ringwood Reserve really starting to become a big factor in this game, Blake.
Yeah, welcome back as well. I was getting into a chicken burger just before. It's truly sensational. Thought I'd mention as well, Dick given Burger of the Year, so well done to East Ringwood. Terrific job. They look after a lot of people. Great footy club going forward, so it's great to see. So play continues on. And once at first was the package. Stringer, that's Jack. It's the kick there. That was by Highs. It's going to go out of bounds on the full, I believe.
Yep.
Bit of a restricted view out here, but that's okay. Trent Atkinson will get play going for the Magpies. He does a short kick there. Trying to slow things down are the Magpies here as they bomb it inside. Mark taken there. That was by... No, it wasn't. No mark taken. It's hard to see down here, actually. As the boundary umpire will throw it up. Is that going here? It gets its hit out there. And they're out here. They try to look for numbers, but they do. The Magpies, they do this terrifically. Got the kick there. That was by Alabasta. Finds a teammate in Skeet. Skeet now plays on for the Brondgast. sorry. And a mark taken. Runs into an open goal, and that is easy as you like. Lucky Anderson gets another one for Scoresby, and they move to score to 3-4-22 to Croydon North 2-1-13. As easy as you like there, Chris. Just move into goal as easy as you like.
That's exactly right, and Scoresby did well to keep the play alive there and keeping the heads up, the awareness of his positioning, the positioning of his opponents. Lachlan Anderson just able to get free in the goal square and wasting no time playing on straight away and taking the opportunity while it presented itself. So Scoresby 3-4-22 now lead Croydon North MLOC 2-1-13. It's a 9-point deficit that's been opened up here as we'll have the ball up in the middle as our wind is really starting to play a big factor in this fixture as it's just moving towards the broadcast wing, not really favouring any direction at the moment, just coming straight laterally across the ground as Volk bit off more than he could chew, and he's wrapped up holding the ball call. It's going to be number 31 to take it. That's Dylan Lowe, 9 times in best this season. Looks for Bronski's back there. Looked to use the body. Couldn't quite shun his opponent away from him. And holding the ball is a call. The infringing play was Josh King. Had the chance to get it out. Didn't take it. Josh King wrapped up that time. 23 goals in the season. Scoreless today so far. As it's off the hands of Jack Stringer, the package we've been told to call him. As it's off hands of Alabaster. Corralled by Cooper Danny, who looks forward. Kick's gone so high up in the air. I nearly lost it past the roof. As it's now spilled out. And Croydon are going to look to bring it out of their defensive 40 as under the footy a pack forms. And the mark was taken by Chris Burther, so I'm not sure how much he knew it. He just kind of fell into his hands. As they're going forward now through Mitchell Anderson, who kicks, looks for a target. Vander West Hughes, and my apologies, West Heisen was around the footy.
Oh, good.
Stumbling over my words here a bit, but it's come out for a boundary throwing. Should know his name by now because he's been quite a good performer for the Kangaroos so far today in defence. He's been very well. He played very well down there. So boundary throwing is going to hit about the middle of the inside 40. And they're just going to look for a clearing kick. It's going to hit the ground. Gee, Van der Westhuizen was appealing for a kick in danger there, but won't get it. Pert was around the ball. Still hasn't quite come out. Bit of a don't argue was attempted. And umpire's going to call for a boundary throw-in. So about 6.5 gone in this second term. Boundary throw-in is good. Ben Bronsgeist is going to grab it straight out of there. Can't get the kick off though. And there's a bit of a barrel. Just looking to take distance. So back of the pack off hands. Oh, it's an awkward bounce. Norman's around the footy. Gee, they had a runner. 25 picked it up. It was Daniel Panetta, and he had a runner just to his right in Jackson Holly. But a bit hastily just sent it forward. And it was intercepted, but he makes up for it now as Panetta takes the intercept mark. Peeling for a 50. He won't get it. Or a 25-metre penalty, I should say. Panetta assessing his options. There's plenty of time now. Man on the mark's asking how long. Play on is the call now. Panetta just looks to lob it up, and all alone in the forward pocket. Not a defender in sight. Croydon North get the mark. It's number 4, the package, Jack Stringer.
This will bring the house down, I reckon.
Well, Jack Stringer's the package. We're going to call Jack the package as well. So he's on a tough angle here. He's lining up. The man on the mark's maybe 3 steps in from the boundary. About 25, 30 metres out. This should be massive for the Kangaroos. You can kick it. It's gone across the face. It won't score. Won't make the distance. There's a free kick there. And it's going to go the way of number 44, the small. It's the small in there, Cody Norman. And he's dead ahead. It's not a free kick that you wanted to give away from a Scoresby perspective whatsoever, because the kick was going to be dealt with as it had sprayed across the face. And here's Norman dead in front, 15 metres out, kick it's good. The kick is good, so there's Cody Norman's first of the day. Kangaroos first in this third quarter, and it is one that was very much needed for Croydon North MLOC. Chance of Norman go out from the Croydon North faithful behind the goals. Brilliant to see them out here in full effect down at East Ringwood.
Very
Scoreboard now reads Scoresby 3-5-23, Croydon North MLOC 3-1-19.
Jeez, we've got a game. It's game on now. It's game on down here at East Ringwood Reserve. For a big game here. Croydon North have got the Legion back on their terms here. We're standing up because we know the game's going to be a good game down here. Down here at East Ringwood Reserve. Big game here. Big stakes, of course. Scoresby going for back-to-back reserve premierships. They want to do that with their seniors to follow straight after this. A strong tackle there. Couldn't get there. And it's going to be a ball up here. Windy conditions, as I touched on about here. As you can see, we can't see it on the broadcast, but Chris's pen is on the roof. It's still hanging on there. The wind still hasn't taken it.
That's not forgotten.
That's another strong tackle there. So it's going to be boundary throw in. Big crowd here. A lot of black and white today, and of course blue and white. 2 passionate clubs, of course. So throws it in. There's the umpire. Gets a hit out. Good strong tackle there. Will it be pinned? It is. It's going to be holding the ball. And it's going to go to Croydon North. It's to the big ruckman in Lockie Volk. So Lockie Volk can bring proceedings into the attack. He does a hand pass. Get things going where the pain is at the moment down here in East Ringwood Reserve. Almost hung and taken there. Scoresby got numbers going here. They get a mark taken here. Well done. And that play was number 18 and Gunton. Tries to go for the Brongeese direction but gets spoiled. Well done there by Croydon North there. The play was Jackson College. So it's a nervous times in this grand final. Big stakes, of course. It's the biggest game of the season, which you all want to be part of. It's terrible when you're not in here because the adrenaline's pumping. So we're at pretty much on the angle here. Getting nervous about this. As the umpire bowls it up here. Gets a hit out there. Griffiths involved. It goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
So we'll have a boundary throw-in shortly. Just inside the forward 40 here at East Ringwood Reserve in the pocket. Scoresby's attacking end. Margin's been cut down to 4 now after that last goal from Croydon North. So the Rucks will go at it. It's tapped down. And it's going to be a high tackle. Infringing player was Zach Lacey. The free kick, I believe, will go the way of Lachlan Iden. Yes, it will. So it's just over a 45-degree angle here. Man on the mark's about 25 metres out. But it is the big ruckman, Lockie Volk. So this isn't any easy task. We'll have to deal with the wind as well. As Iden comes in. Oh, it's sprayed off the outside of the booth. There's still a leading player there. Bronski's got the crumb. Bronski's got the goal. There's a confirmation from the goal umpire. Well, it came off hands. And Ben Bronski's was more than willing to snap that up and snap it home.
Yep.
So that's a big goal in the context of this match. Opens up to Scoresby 4-5-29. Croydon North MLOC 3-1-19.
Yep, it's what you talk about. He's on track at the moment. He's probably up there as one of the player of the game so far.
3 so far today.
3 so far, of course. Get 2 in the last quarter now. That was his first major this quarter. So 4-5-29 plays Croydon North MLOC 3-1-19. We're about 13 minutes into this third quarter. As the ball gets up, and it's going to be a ball up. So nervous times at this stage for Croydon North. They've been very brave. It's a handball. And a throwing call. And it is going to Croydon North. So Croydon North now. There, mate. Oh, what's that, Peter?
I'm not losing 2 today, Blake.
Nah, so Taylor Holly will commence proceedings here for throwing the ball. Free kick called against Scoresby, so it's going to go to Croydon North. They get a short kick here. In the middle of East Ringwood Reserve. They bob it in long here. And they try to get a big fist, but couldn't get there. Out the back almost. Snap around the corner.
Oh!
Almost.
It's hit the post. So Scoresby will be bringing it back in here. Players have been told to clear out. Croydon North fans have almost themselves made the play on call. As he's ushered on, Panetta was under the footy, couldn't quite take it cleanly. Looking at the broadcast wing here is Scoresby. And that ball's decided to bounce in and stay in. And Van der Westhuysen's just going to usher Bronning over the boundary line. So we'll have a boundary throwing just in front of us under the broadcast box here, commentary box. Terrific view down here at East Ringwood Reserve. It's right in front of us, the boundary throwing. True centre wing. As up it goes. It's won by the Scoresby ruckman in Lenahan Mustafa. It's come out now. Guanacho got boot to ball. He did well. Same couldn't be said for Mitch Gunton, who got wrapped up in a terrific tackle. It's great pressure from the Kangaroos. They're not going away just yet as we tick over 16 minutes gone in this third term. Kick's gone forward. Couldn't quite take it clean at a set mark. It was Bond.
Player out the back.
Now great pressure from Scoresby. The extra at the back of the stoppage helped as they now go forward off the kick. Players flying for the footy. It's gone over the top. Ball might make its way to the boundary line. Gee, that looked out of bounds. The call was play on. That looked out of bounds. I'm not going to say what BT said, but the play will continue.
That was out of bounds.
There was a goal on the end of that one, though, which made it a bit more controversial, but there won't be this time. As it's gone out, forward pocket, sub 35 metres out from the Scoresby goal as the runners missed the umpire with that throw, and now we'll resume play shortly. So we've finally gotten it. As Lennerhammer stuff is just sitting on the wing here getting a breather, so it won't be him in the right contest. So it'll be Bronzegeese against Volk. Volk gets the punch, but it only goes as far as the boundary line. It's fine as a Scoresby player. As the kick's just going straight up, not far at all. Sitting underneath it, Bronzegeese was looking for a hanger. Bodies are clobbering into each other everywhere. As we'll have another ball up. 45 minutes out, it was Villago wrapped up there. They need a spark from him to keep going in this game. As bursting away was Scoresby. Now the snap on the right boot. Won't quite come back enough, but won't have the distance anyway. Bronzegeese Sunrek got hands to the footy. Ball spilled out. Vander Westhuizen looks to clear it. Ball hit the deck. Awkward bounce. Goes over the head of him. And now it's on the ground. It's going to be wrapped up in a tackle, and there'll be a ball up in the centre square.
Yes, it is. Tight contest. Croydon North need to get the next one going forward here. They get the hit out. Strong tackle. Bit of a holding going on. Nothing called. And getting first to the ball is Berthsel. He gets a kick there. That's to Ashton Burning. They find a teammate again. As they try get it going again. Do Scoresby. They've been terrific so far. And that might be called. It is. It's going to be holding the ball. It is. So holding the ball, free kick. And I believe it's going to go to Mitch Walker.
It's costly, that. Very costly, dead in front of goal. Especially with where they are at in this game.
Yeah, sure.
As it will be number 18, Mitch Gunton. Man on the marks, 15 out, dead ahead. Gunton walks in. Oh, and he's hooked it left. Gee, that's a massive let-off for the Kangaroos. That's one Mitch Gunton would like to have back. 20 on the season, scoreless today. So a very unexpected result. 30 plays 20, Scoresby in the lead. Kick goes down the broadcast wing. Croydon North have numbers around it if they can get possession of the footy. It was a very smart play from Raymakers to just see it out of bounds.
Indeed. It's a big game. We're both standing up because we know this is a big game. This play continues. Got a fist there. A strong tackle there. So umpire continues here. Does the ball. Gets it away. Another strong tackle. It's going to be a ball up. So it's a great contest. I feel like everyone's just, the stadium's just holding its breath at the moment. And another strong tackle there by the Kangaroos. It's been a terrific story. Be big if they can get up here. If they can win today, be huge. Their first ever premiership in the Eastland Football Netball League. Gets a hand pass. Another strong tackle. It's going to be a ball up. So wind's starting to pick up. I can definitely see the bushes. Very one-sided here. Another strong tackle. We're going to go time on here. Everyone's just gone quiet. It's just like everyone's just don't know what's going to happen next, and they feel like something's going to happen. So the rack's going to hit out, snap around the corner. And another stoppage. I think everyone's just waiting for that three-quarter time siren to start here. This play does resume here. Watching that. And another strong tackle, bit of a sling, but nothing doing. So 21 minutes, but of course with the reserves grand final time on does exist, so there'll be a longer period. Hoping the players are hoping it's not too long, I'm sure, because it looks like an ankle injury. Looks here going to the Kangaroos here. Number 36 there. Kaylin Foyt. Play resumes, they get a kick away. Monterey involved. It's a little bit of a push, and that is three-quarter time down here at East Ringwood Reserve. It's Scoresby 4-6-30, leading Croydon North MLOC 3-20. And that is three-quarter time. Stay tuned, we've got a big last quarter to come.
We are back in this Division 4 Reserves Grand Final between Scoresby and Croydon North MLOC. We have a massive quarter of footy ahead in this season decider between the two sides. Scoreboard currently reads Scoresby 4-6-30, opening up a 10-point lead over Croydon North MLOC 3-20. You hear a big roar that we've just heard from the Croydon North huddle.
Yep.
Blake, what are your keys to either side in this quarter?
I think Ben Brongeese has to be, he's going to be the one that can help Scoresby go, but they need other people to help him as well. I know it hasn't just been him, but he's been playing terrific footy. So it's going to be a hard one to tell where this is going to go. Obviously, Scoresby will be the team right now that's going to be hard. It's going to be a slog, that's for sure. As we see the big man there, Adam Amin, going for goal number 100 today. Do you think he can do it?
I think he can. What's he on now, 98?
98.
I think it'd be a disservice in the grand final for him not to get it.
But it's a grand final though. Like, you got to get those nerves sort
That's
of thing.
exactly right. And also, you don't want the team thinking, let's just target him and, it all goes south. So,
Tip.
in this game,
Yep.
I'm going to go Scoresby by like 6 points. I reckon they'll just have too much in the end.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Scoresby as well. So,
2 Scoresby tips and a 10-goal lead that they hold so far as we are just about ready to get underway. I think we're just clearing the White Horse senior boys who just warmed up ahead of their Division 4 senior men's grand final, which is directly after this game finishes. So
pretty stiff.
Stay tuned.
Everyone's going to wait for them.
Yeah.
They've just warmed up. So
stay. They're still just filing out. But we're just about ready to get underway. So we've got our teams lined up. Our matchups confirmed. As the ball is up and we are underway in this final term of the grand final and therefore the final term of this Eastern Football Netball League Division 4 Reserves competition as it's off the hands of Brunning. His handball was intercepted though by him, couldn't quite take it cleanly, so Scoresby get away with one there as the ball works itself to this broadcast wing. Van der Westhuizen making an effort of it, getting a handball off. Just nearly got it back, but instead it was picked up by Luke Hayes. Luke Hayes now shifts 1 or 2, got away from them, finds Etienne Villiger, and now they've got options in the forward 40 if he can go quick. Villiger looks inside.
25.
It's 25-metre penalty, encroach the mark. So it's the man that kicked the opener, Etienne Villiger. You could argue this is easier than the first one he kicked. You could argue it was harder. In the first one, he was on the run, throwing
How
it
is
on
he
the
at
right
soccer?
boot.
Do you reckon he can?
In soccer, his one problem with scoring goals, Blake, was he always put it too high, and that's not an issue in this code.
Here we go.
So Villiger, slight angle 30 out.
Oh,
The kick's gone right. We'll call it a pass. I'm sure it was off the hands of his teammate. But now Croydon North can turn and go. If they get hands to the footy, couldn't quite take it clean. It was Bam Bam Griffiths. Snap boot, didn't meet the ball. Guanacho was around there. Ball's now in the air. There's a man underneath it. Made a good contest over to Spirit out the back. Scoresby won't rush it behind. Instead, they'll choose to slingshot out the back pocket. Look for a target and find one. Great kick out the back to Lachlan Innan, who can just calm play down now a bit. Next goal in this fixture is absolutely massive. But then again, we've been saying that all throughout today, even in the last grand final. There's a pushing free kick going the way of Croydon North MLOC in the hands of Taylor Holly, who's going to look forward. Searches for the half of the forward pocket. It's almost an uncontested intercept mark from Jacob Lacriard there, who looks to square it. Scoresby might go out the other side. He looks for Lacriard again, who's working off the footy. He's gotten rid of his marker temporarily there in Villiger. He gets enough space to get the footy out. He's taking good space, good distance with that kick, and now they look inside 40. Bronzgeist is under there and he's used the body. Was there ever any doubt? Yeah, Blake Tennant mentioned him at 3/4 time. He had to be the one to step up. And he's gone straight away, wasting no time. And he's kicked it. So Ben Bronzgeist picks up his 4th of the day. As soon as you saw him there in the 1v1 contest, you thought it was, barring a miracle, he was coming down with that footy.
yeah. I think he's on track for my medal today. He's playing superb.
Oh, he's definitely right. He's kicked, I believe, 4 goals flat in this grand final. And in a low-scoring grand final, you look at it, Ben Bronzgeist has kicked 4 flat, 24. Croydon North has kicked 3, 220, Blake.
Yes. It's an exciting battle that we're seeing at the moment, but I think Scoresby might have done enough. I don't want to jinx it, but they might have done enough here. They've been very brave here, Croydon North, but it's hard to see how they progress through here. Bron Grease doing some good things early stages here. So the umpire balls it up. Got a hit out there. Another strong tackle, so it'll be ball up.
So they'll have a ball up in the centre of the ground again, centre square. So wind's ripping through East Ringwood Reserve once more. It's going to be picked up by Lowe. Back Stringer with a dumping tackle. Umpire said it was legal. He's going to ask for a ball up. Umpires have done well both in the last grand final and this grand final. Great performance from all on field. They've kept the game in check, which is all we can ask. Lenham Mustafa wins the tap, as there might just be a slight bit of rain going through Eastland Reserve now as outbursts Alabaster, who looks forward and finds a teammate. I believe it is number 29. It is Lee Skeet. He's had a good game so far. Hasn't gotten himself on the score sheet just yet. But this would go a long way. If it were to go in, it would go a long way in securing this premiership for Scoresby. Kane Graham's aren't out of it yet, but this would open up a 22-point lead. His kick's on his way from Skeet, from 40, dead in front. And you could tell from the fans behind the goals, it was true as ever. Lee Skeet kicks the major. His first of the day. And scoreboard reads Scoresby 6-6-42. Opening up a 22-point deficit on Croydon North MLOC 3-2-20. The Kangaroos in their first ever senior men's grand final. Up against it now, but this is what grand final day is about. If you've got everything left in the locker, you throw it and leave it all out there right now, because the Kangaroos are in dire need of the next major for today. Otherwise, you feel like if, on the other hand, the Magpies, if Scoresby get it, this could be all but done. The Kangaroos have fought valiantly, and they're in a position where it's still up for grabs, but Alabaster gets hands to the footy out of the ruck, and he'll pick it up now and just send it forward with his chip kick. It's off hands, looking for a handball there. He got it to Josh King. King on the left, smothered, looking to bring it out. It was Taylor Holly. He chose to spin, but the umpire says no prior. So we'll have a ball up. 35 out, slight angle. Pioneers end, Lenahan Mustafa gets the tip. It's good pressure from Croydon. So they look to bring it out through 18, Caleb Fredrickson. It's spoiled over the back there from Josh Bromley, but it's going to be sent right back in from Alex Brunning, who finds a target with a smart kick. And here's Skeet. Skeet's going to look forward, take distance with a kick. It might have the distance. It might have the distance. Yes, it does. Have an absolute day, Scoresby. That is an amazing goal there. I believe it was Lee Skeet again who kicked one not too long ago at all. But that one sailed through from 50 out.
Sorry, I'm trying to do this thing that I'm going to do, but I reckon he actually might be on track to get the medal now.
Well, it's certainly not an easy discussion, is it, Blake?
He's been terrific, I reckon, as well. It's either out of those two. They're my front runners.
Exactly right. And obviously Bronsgate's got the 4, but Lee Skeet doing the dirty work and has now been rewarded with 2 of his own. So the rucks go up. It's now a 28-point margin. It's not looking great for Croydon North MLOC in their debut senior men's grand final, I should say. Of course, in the reserves competition we are here. Jesus, holding the ball on Dylan Lowe. Great tackle. And the Kangaroos need to get something going now. They need something urgently. It's going to be Jack Stringer. He's just going to send a 4, lead up target. It's a great intercept mark. Spare defender back was, I believe, Trent Atkinson. He's just going to look to switch it to Cooper Denny, who's got a spare out in Gunton. But instead he loses Lacriard. Lacriard's going to go back inside. Return to sender. He gets it back to Cooper Denny. The Magpies can afford to just chew some clock here. So they find their target in Mitch Gunton. Played slightly deep, but Skeet's out on the boundary line. He's calling for it. He's not any short of vocality in wanting the ball, and he gets it eventually. So here is Lee Skeet.
Yeah, he's on track here, Chris.
Just below us. He's on track for the medal. You just heard Blake Tennant say. So he looks for a teammate on the wing. He's going to get it. It's 25. Lockie Anderson sends it forward in the direction of Bronsgates. Spare defender back was Taylor Holly. He's been around the footy quite a bit. He's had his work cut out for him, but the kick goes straight up. Pack forming under it. Bronsgates was there. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. So was Stringer. Stringer around the footy. Thought he was taken high. Nothing doing. Ball's on the ground. Footy still to be won. Head over it. Very brave. No free kick. It's on the top of the goal screen. The umpire will call for a ball up. So once more, some frantic footy. It's not a ball up, actually. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Declan Jinks. Most likely for high contact in that contest. So nearly 9 minutes gone in this fourth term. 7-6-48 plays 3-2-20. Magpies with the lead, and Lee Skeet takes that mark there. But he was deemed to infringe prior. So that kick is going to go into the middle for Croydon North off the free kick. And they're wheeling away with Lacey. He just gets some distance on the kicks. A 2v1. If it bounces right, it's bound past Trent Atkinson. They need this one. Shot on goal for Croydon North. Here we go. We got a game still. It's not over yet. It was number 8, Matt Hayhurst. 26 goals. That's his 27th for the season. And it cuts the lead down at 22. Which is still a lot more than Croydon North would like it to be, but it's definitely a step in the right direction for the Kangaroos. As it was a 2v1 out there, they'd floated the spare forward. You need to take risks in a do-or-die game such as a grand final. They did just that. Bounce went straight past Trent Atkinson. He couldn't do much despite having a good performance so far in this quarter and in this game. And the game is back on. Scoresby 7-6-48. 22-point leaders over Croydon North MLOC 4-2-26. 10 gone in this fourth quarter. It's a rush go at it again. If the Kangaroos can get another quick one here, they will be right on. As I believe that is Dylan Lowe that's going to be tackled. He's been around the footy quite a bit, 9 times in best this season. So Rucks go at it again. It's going to be Volk who gets a hand to it. Alabaster bursting out. He's another one who's had a terrific game. Today has been Hugh Alabaster. But it's going to pop out the back to Anderson. Anderson couldn't quite take it cleanly. Bodies around the footy. One of them is Vander Westhuizen. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. The spare there is Taylor Holly. Vander Westhuizen wrapped up now. And the umpire's going to call for a ball up. So they've got to stay positive here to the Kangaroos. And Scoresby just have to stay level-headed at this stage. Bronze Geist in the ruck. Grabs it out. But did too much. Holding the ball. Free kick. It's going to go to Simon Vander Westhuizen. He's going to look down this broadcast side wing to Jack Stringer. Stringer just fumbled the mark and it's dropped out of bounds. Bit nervy perhaps if he could take that mark and turn. He had players in the likes of Villiger and players in the likes of Josh Bromley who are out there. But they'll have to ply their craft in the stoppage once more as a boundary throwing comes in. Hands in the back from Volk, nothing doing. Lowe was tackled. Scoresby will be all for these successive stoppages. Just keep the clock ticking. As Volk's in the ruck once more. His opponent this time will be Campbell Hastings. Hastings does well to win the tap. Lowe's in there trying to use his strength to get through. And there's another ball up.
Thanks, Chris, for taking that. I know you're looking for a ref there. I was just looking after what's happening next with the presentation. So this play continues. I hate to say it to you, Chris, but I think this game's over, potentially. I know we're trying to get it going, but I think Scoresby have done enough here. I think they'll hold on to this game.
Well, unless the Kangaroos can kick the next in about a minute or so, I think you're right, Blake.
They've done enough, I reckon. We'll do it quickly. Do you think it's out of Skeet and what's his name?
Ben Bronzegeese.
Yeah, do you reckon those two are the two front
I
rows?
definitely reckon, and you know, the third out of that trio would probably be, I've forgotten his name now, which is not Hugh Alabaster, that's the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they both put together great performances. For me at the moment, I think Bronzegeese is right up there as the front runner. Just in the way that, you know, when they were down the 2 goals, really, they just looked to him and he kind of took all the responsibility in the forward line.
4 goals in a grand final when there's only 7 being kicked. That's pretty good.
Worked for Bobby Hill.
There you go. So, as play resumes, they get a hit out. They need the next goal to the Kangaroos, but I think it might be a little bit too late. 13 minutes into this final quarter. Scoresby again, pressing. That's holding the ball. It is. Well done there. That was by Josh Bromley. And a 25-metre free kick.
He's got to get moving here, Blake, doesn't he?
Pardon?
He's got to get moving here a bit, surely.
Yeah.
Unless he's starting his run-up from there. My apologies.
So Josh Bromley now can line up and kick Croydon North's 5th of the day. But again, he's taking his time here. He kind of needs to get moving here. He takes it. That's going. It's going. It's going left. Snap around. Doesn't do it. Picks it up yet again. And a strong kick going forward. And they've done well. Scoresby defended really well. Again to the first is Angus May. Bromley is there again. The mark not taken, wasn't paid. It was taken, but it wasn't paid. And it's holding the ball yet again. So it's going to be a holding the ball free kick. Infringement going to Croydon North here. They boom it forward. Mark not taken. Another strong tackle. And that's going to be a ball up.
Mark was begging to be taken, wasn't it, Blake?
Oh, it was.
Just came off the hands.
It's just disappointing. So he gets it. Umpire balls it up. They get a kick off there. Ball sits there. Strong tackle. Another hand pass. They get it forward, going upwards by the player Panana. And a mark taken! Is there a pulse for the Kangaroos?
That might have been brother to brother, Blake.
Yeah.
Ben Panetta to Daniel Panetta.
There you go. So this will be a huge kick in Croydon North's season. It comes in. There's a pulse. I said this game might be over. And it's a 16-point game going to Croydon North. There might be a pulse. There might be a pulse coming through Croydon North here. What's your thoughts, Chris?
Well, I was almost ready to start waxing lyrical about how Croydon North should still be, excited about the season they've put together despite not winning this final. But like you said, 7-6-48 now plays 5-2-32, 16 points, and about 16 gone in this fourth term. If they can get one quick here, they are right on. Oh, but that won't help. It's a holding free kick going the way of Scoresby, who will look forward for Hugh Alabaster. Hit up a target, hands to the footy, couldn't take it cleanly. High contact, very unlucky from Jack Stringer as a player just fell into him. So it'll be Mitch Gunton. 20 goals in the season, yet to kick one today. Who just looks for territory with the kick. Spare Croydon defender under there. Oh, gee. Strong hands to the footy from Scoresby, but couldn't quite come down with it. It's going to be brought out to the far side wing, looking for Bromley. He's got two to beat. It'll take some doing there, but Brunning's just going to see it over the boundary line. So the clock keeps ticking. Time is not on the Kangaroom side. 16-point deficit here at East Ringwood Reserve. We're going to have a boundary throw in, true centre wing, far side. The scoreboard end, if you'd like to call it that. Thong was flat, hit the deck. It's going to be called back for another boundary throw. And of course, that wind, very, very difficult for the umpires to deal with here in getting that boundary throw incorrect. And the Magpies are fine with this, however, though, because the clock keeps ticking.
Time on, though, Chris.
That's exactly right. It's a good point.
It stops, save.
So we'll have another attempt at the throw-in. That one's a bit better. Volk gets a big tap in the direction of Villiger. Looks for Villiger now. No, he looked outside. Couldn't quite pick it up cleanly. There was Stringer around the ball. Tapped it down himself. Took the mark. Played on. G drop stepped in between two. A lot of pressure. Bromley's around there. Villiger's in the centre of the forward 40. By himself, they could get it there. Then dribble kick. Oh, it's hit the post. Gee, that would have been something. That would have been something. Wow. Game of fine margins as they hit the post. 15-point margin now. Brunning copping an earful from those Kangaroos faithful behind the goals. So the ball's gone up. It's bounced out the back. Croydon North could come again. Lacey. It's up. Ung's under the footy, but Lacriar's going to take the mark and wheel and deal. How brave is that? He's going to go. G ball bounced in a favour Skeet. Looked inside and found a teammate. The hit up was from Taylor Holly. He found his teammate in Jackson Holly. There's another brother-to-brother connection, I believe, Blake. So talk about the team chemistry on Croydon North. Man on the mark's 30 out, 45-degree angle. This is big from Jackson Holly. Kick will stray right. We'll have the distance. Oh, it's marked! It's marked at the back of the pack. About a metre out from the goal line. Now, I believe that's Matt Hayhurst, who has 26 for the season. And if he can kick this one, this might be the most important one yet. It's a 15-point margin. He's on a very, very tight angle. He'll surely wheel around and look to snap this. No, he's going to go check side. Oh, and he's missed. Didn't get around it enough. So he thought from that distance, possibly to reel around and snap on the left, but he went for the check side, Blake.
Yeah, geez, they're better exploit, this Croydon North team. They've been brave all day. This play resumes, a strong tackle. Nothing doing. Yeah, it's going to be a ball. 14 points in front. Scoresby, they're nearly there. Back-to-back premierships. Could be coming the way of Scoresby. They get the hit out. Another strong tackle. It's going to be a ball up. So they're trying now. They keep it going. Get another hit out there. Strong one too. Griffiths gets there first. He does a kick. Where will this one go? Almost taken there. As they try, Griffiths, bam, bam, couldn't get there. Jeez, they're coming hard, aren't they, Chris?
So we've got the boundary throw-in still in the Kangaroos forward half as we're into borrowed time here. So the clock ticks over 20 minutes. Falk looking to grab it out of the ruck, had to get a handball out, did just that. Clearing kick was by Mitchell Walker, and now Scoresby can run if they get the bounce, but the footy doesn't sit up for them. But it's great work from Josh King to keep going. Bursting towards goal, he's 50 out, throws on the left, it was a squib kick to Bronski's. Bronski's going to get wrapped up in the tackle, shrugs it, right boot, and it's going to be a behind. So the ball is kept down, Scoresby's end. The call down here just in front of us, the interchange for Trent Atkinson is get everyone up. Because I don't want to give Croydon North any space coming out of their defensive 40 here. So they look for Jack Stringer. It's going to be Sport. Stringer still around the footy, around there to his Ben's Bronzegeist. And there's a ball up. 21-15 gone. If it does end this way, that it looks like it will, she'll have to give credit to the Kangaroos who've put together a terrific season. Getting to the big dance from fourth. Their first men's grand final appearance. And hold their heads up high. Stuck with Scoresby, went undefeated this season for the majority of the game and have stuck right with them even now that it's only a 15-point margin. As the free kick goes to the Kangaroos. On the other hand, though, the Magpies 16-0. A win in the semi-final. And here to complete the invincible season they'll look to do. Panetta sends a torp inside towards a forward 40. Villiers gets taken out by his own teammate. Unfortunately, Van Westerhuizen is down there. Villiers still around the footy, so to his Griffiths. Villiers hands on the footy again. Spin around there, Etienne Villiers kick the opener, set up the second. And that's a high tackle going the way of Croydon North MLOC. So man on the mark is right on the 40. And there is the final siren. Scoresby, 7-7-49. Back-to-back premiers defeating Croydon North MLOC. 5-4-34 as the kick on the siren is smothered. 15-point victory for the Magpies, Blake.
It's a big win. Back-to-back premiers in the reserves. Incredible season. Let's just hope that the seniors can do this too. This will be a powerhouse club coming up yet again. They were once a powerhouse. It's going to be good. Thank you for joining us, Chris, as well. Terrific job. Did the 19s this morning. Terrific job here. Then we're going to celebrate. We're going to listen in to the presentations, of course. And after this, it's been tremendous calling. Scoresby back-to-back premiers, a powerhouse club that is building yet again. Thank you again, Chris.
No worries, mate. Of course, the same goes to you. Terrific call as always. So it was goal kickers in the end. 4 to Ben Bronzegeist, 1 to Lachlan Anderson, 2 to Lee Skeet, and for Croydon North MLOC, 1 to Etienne Villiers, and 1 to Cody Norman, Mitch Starling, and Matt Hayhurst, as the Scoresby Magpies are your Division 4 Reserves Grand Final champions.
forever to be true.
Can we please get players and spectators et al. Over to presentation area. Scoresby to the left of the stage where the stairs are, please. Thank you.
Welcome to the Eastland Division 4 Reserves Grand Final presentations. Congratulations to Croydon North, a terrific story. Unfortunately, unlucky today, but should be very proud of the way you guys have come this year. It's definitely building for the next couple of years with this club. Scoresby, back-to-back premiers in the reserves. Congratulations, terrific job. Should be very proud of your efforts this year. I'd now like to invite and welcome to the stage Dean O'Neill, the General Manager of Football, to present the Premiership medallions and the Best On Ground medal called the Blue Ribbon Medal. Blue Ribbon, a long-time partner of the Eastland Football Netball League, have got a medal to award to the player judge Best On Ground. And the winner of the Blue Ribbon medalist is from Scoresby, number 8, Ben Brongeese. Well, let's start these medal presentation with number 6, Chris Befsel. Let's invite him back on the stage, the Blue Ribbon medalist, number 8, Ben Brongeese. Number 11, Giuseppe Garcia. Number 16, Mitch Walker. Number 17, Jacob Lacrati. Number 18, Mitch Gumpton. Number 25, Lucky Anderson. Number 27, Campbell Hastings. Number 28, Trent Atkinson. Number 29, Lee Skeet. Number 31, Dylan Lowe. Number 35, Cooper Denny. Number 38, Zach Ryan. Number 41, Vincent Lenihan Musafa. Number 44, Josh King. Number 45, Hugh Alabaster. Number 46, Andrew Beer. Number 49, Lucky Idon. Number 50, Mason Bond. Number 53, Ashton Brunning. Number 57, Riley Frith. Number 58, Dale Hardy. Number 60, Jake Rainmakers. Assistant coach, Jason Lang. Assistant coach, Mitch Dennis. The runner, Ryan Fairchild. The team manager, Luke McMillan. The trainer, Rebecca Hare. And now, Premiership Captain, Mitch Anderson. Mitch, can you please stay up stage, please? And Premiership Coach, Nathan Hicks. Nathan, can you please come up on stage and say a few words, please?
First of all, to Croydon North, fantastic effort. We've sort of been watching pretty closely the last couple of weeks and had a few plans, but super job. To our boys, to sort of go undefeated is no easy task, so absolute full credit to all our volunteers, to our coaching staff, like our senior coaches as well. It feeds all the way through, but not much more to say, but well done Scoresby, awesome.
And now could I please invite back on stage Dean O'Neill to present the 2024 Eastland Division 4 Reserves Premiership Cup to Scoresby.